So we're going to start off simple on the second 90% and start with our launch screen that you see here. Okay, in Xcode, this is actually new in iOS 14. So if you're supporting iOS 13 and below, you can't do this. You got to do the launch screen the old way. iOS 14 and above, you can do this. A quick note there. So you go to your plist here. And by the way, I'm in Xcode 12 right now. Many of you may be watching this in the future. Our plist is not going to be here in Xcode 13. When Xcode 13 and iOS 15 is official in the fall, again, right now I'm in July, so it's like 2 months away, but if you're watching this in the future, doesn't matter, you'll see this section where I point out where the new plist is. But if you're using Xcode 13 and you're like, where's my plist? Don't panic. They just moved where the plist is, which you'll see in the future update video. Okay, so as you see here, we have a launch screen key. I'm going to minimize that arrow, but I have nothing. So I'm going to hit the plus here. And you see the options I get when I tap the plus are an image name. And I had to like tap that a couple times. I don't know what was going on. So the image we want to show here, if I go to my XC assets, is our DDG map logo, right? We already have an image that is, a good size for it. So I'm going to copy the name here. So Command C, go to info plist, and then the string for image name, right? I'm going to click in there and then paste that. So DDG map logo, hit return. So now run the simulator on whatever you want. Hopefully this shows up for a second. You'll see it's going to be with a black background because it respects dark mode and light mode. I'll show you that in a second, but hopefully we get a good view of our launch screen. There it is. There's our launch screen. See the black background because I'm in dark mode. Do Command Shift A. And apparently the launch screen didn't switch mid launch. So I am in light mode now. That's why that looks different. So let me actually stop it, rerun it now that I'm in light mode, and you should see our light mode launch screen. There you go, popped up for a second. So that is just a basic showing of an image. And if you remember how you had to do it in iOS 13 and below, you had a launch screen.storyboard. And it was just like designing a storyboard. You couldn't do much. Quick note about the launch screens. There's no logic going on. So if you see something fancy like the Twitter launch, how the bird animates into the tweet list, that is not on the launch screen. They're doing like a special view thing. So just know that the launch screen is super basic. There's no logic going on there. You can just basically show an image, and then we will also, so if I hit plus here on the image name, you see what you can do. I can add background color, image name. I want to respect the safe area in sets, so I'm going to set that Boolean to true. Now the reason you would or not true, yes. We got to go old school, yes and no. That's like Objective-C Booleans. Why you would put this to no is if your image, you wanted to fill the entire view, right? Maybe you have like a scenery image of a mountain or whatever, and you wanted it to fill up the whole screen. That's why you would put no for that. But we want it to be yes because we want our image to be, in the center. And then hit the plus again. You'll notice we can do background color. I'm not going to do a background color. Well, I'll do one for example purposes. So that we already have one as well called brand primary. And that is in our XE asset. So if you did want a different color, you would create another color just like we created brand primary and put that there for that. But now let's launch it and you'll see it's not gonna look good, right? Our launch screen. Yeah, see that doesn't look great with us, but I just wanted to show you how you can change the background color. So I'm gonna actually hit the minus to get rid of that. So that is the basics of the launch screen. Again, image, background color, or if you had a full image that you wanted to fill up the whole screen. Super basic. Again, if you want to get crazy with the launch screen, that is more advanced. That is not done on the launch screen. That is like a transitionary view in between the launch screen and the main view. That's a topic for another day. There's actually a couple YouTube videos on that Twitter one specifically if you want to check it out. Not for me, I haven't done that yet. But anyway, that's the basic launch screen. Again, starting off easy on this second 90% section, but on to the next one.